Why you must learn English every day. Welcome to this English learning video. Listen carefully, because what you are about to hear may change the way you think about English forever. Let us begin. Imagine that you wake up tomorrow morning. You check your phone, and suddenly you receive a message. The message says, "Congratulations, a great opportunity is waiting for you." Maybe it is your dream job. Maybe it is a scholarship. Maybe it is a chance to work with people from around the world. You feel excited. Your heart starts beating faster. You open the details, and then you realize something. Everything is in English. The interview is in English. The instructions are in English. The communication is in English. And at that moment, one question appears in your mind. Am I ready? For millions of people, the answer is no. Not because they are not intelligent, not because they are not hardworking, but because they ignored English for too long. They kept saying, "I will start later. I will learn someday. I am too busy right now." And someday never came. The truth is simple. English is no longer just a language. It has become a life skill. Just like reading, just like writing, just like using a computer. The world is changing fast. Technology is growing. Artificial intelligence is growing. Online education is growing. Remote jobs are growing. And English is connected to all of them. Think about this. Every day, thousands of new videos are uploaded, thousands of books are published, thousands of courses are created, and a huge part of that knowledge is available in English first. When you learn English, you are not just learning words, you are gaining access to information, you are gaining access to opportunities, you are gaining access to a bigger world. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever watched someone speaking fluent English and thought, "I wish I could speak like that"? Most people have. But very few people actually take action. They admire success, but they avoid the process. And that is where the problem begins. Because success is never built in one day. It is built every day. A person does not become fluent in English overnight. A person becomes fluent by showing up every day. One day at a time, one lesson at a time, one word at a time. Many people believe that they need motivation to start. But the reality is different. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. When you study today, you feel motivated tomorrow. When you improve tomorrow, you feel motivated again. And slowly, confidence begins to grow. Confidence is not something you're born with. Confidence is something you build. Every new word you learn builds confidence. Every sentence you speak builds confidence. Every mistake you correct builds confidence. That is why learning English every day is so powerful. It changes more than your language. It changes the way you see yourself. 1 year from now, your future will depend on what you do today. Not what you plan to do, not what you hope to do, but what you actually do. The person who studies English for 20 minutes every day will be far ahead of the person who keeps waiting for the perfect moment. Because the perfect moment never arrives. The perfect moment is now, right now, today, this very day, and the sooner you understand this, the faster your life can begin to change. Why most people fail to learn English? Maurice, let us talk about something important. Why do most people fail to learn English? Is it because English is too difficult? No. Is it because they are not smart enough? No. Then what is the real reason? The real reason is simple. Most people quit before they see results. Let me explain. Imagine a person who goes to the gym for the first time. On the first day, he feels excited. On the second day, he feels motivated. On the third day, he looks in the mirror. But nothing has changed. His body looks the same, his muscles look the same, and suddenly he starts feeling disappointed. A few days later, he quits. Now imagine another person. This person also starts with no results. But he continues. 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and slowly, his body begins to change. The difference was not talent. The difference was patience. Learning English works exactly the same way. Many people start learning English. They watch videos for a few days. They learn some words. They practice for a short time. Then they expect magic. They want to speak fluently in a few weeks. And when that does not happen, they become frustrated. They think, maybe English is not for me. Maybe I am too old. Maybe I am not talented. But none of these things are true. The truth is that learning a language takes time. Every successful English speaker was once a beginner. Every fluent speaker once struggled with simple sentences. Every confident speaker once made mistakes. The only difference is that they kept going. Now let me tell you a short story. There were two friends. Both wanted to learn English. The first friend studied only when he felt motivated. The second friend studied every day. Some days he felt motivated. Some days he did not, but he studied anyway. After 1 year, the first friend was still struggling. The second friend could speak confidently. Why? Because motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Many people wait until they feel ready, but successful people take action before they feel ready. That is one of the biggest secrets of success. Do not wait for motivation. Create a habit, because habits are stronger than feelings. There is another mistake that many English learners make. They are afraid of mistakes. They want every sentence to be perfect. They want perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, perfect vocabulary. But perfection is the enemy of progress. Think about a child learning to walk. Does the child walk perfectly on the first day? Of course not. The child falls again and again. But the child keeps trying. Imagine if children stopped trying after falling once. Nobody would ever learn to walk. The same thing happens with English. You will make mistakes. You will forget words. You will pronounce some words incorrectly. And that is completely normal. Mistakes are not signs of failure. Mistakes are signs of learning. Every mistake teaches you something. Every mistake makes you better. In fact, many successful people learned English by making thousands of mistakes. The difference is that they were not ashamed of learning. They understood that improvement comes through practice, not through perfection. Now let me ask you something. How many times have you said, "I will start tomorrow"? Be honest. Many people spend months waiting for tomorrow. Some spend years. But tomorrow is a dangerous word, because tomorrow often becomes never. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today, right now. Not next week, not next month, not next year. Today. Because every day you delay learning English is a day you delay your progress. It is a day you delay your opportunities. It is a day you delay your future. And there is something else you must understand. Success is usually invisible at the beginning. When you learn your first 10 words, nothing feels different. When you learn your first 50 words, nothing feels different. Even after 100 words, progress may seem slow. But something important is happening. Your brain is changing. Your knowledge is growing. Your foundation is becoming stronger. And one day something amazing happens. You suddenly understand a sentence that once confused you. You suddenly understand part of a movie. You suddenly speak a sentence without translating it in your mind. And that is when you realize all those small daily efforts were working. The progress was happening, even when you could not see it. Success is often like planting a seed. When you plant a seed, nothing appears immediately. Days pass, sometimes weeks pass, and it looks like nothing is happening. But beneath the ground, roots are growing, and one day the plant finally appears. English learning is the same. Keep watering the seed. Keep showing up every day. Keep learning. Keep practicing. And sooner or later, you will see the results. Remember this. The people who succeed are not always the smartest. They are not always the most talented. They are simply the people who refuse to quit. And if you refuse to quit, if you keep learning every day, if you stay patient, then your future can be very different from your present. Because small daily actions have the power to create extraordinary results. And that is exactly why you must never stop learning English. How to learn English every day, the simple daily plan. Now you may be thinking, okay, I understand why English is important. I understand why consistency matters. But how do I actually learn English every day? That is a great question. Because knowing something is important is not enough. You also need a simple plan, and today, I want to give you one. A plan that almost anyone can follow. Even if you are busy, even if you are a student, even if you work all day, even if your English is very weak, let me tell you a secret. You do not need to study English for 5 hours every day. You do not need expensive courses. You do not need perfect grammar books. What you need is consistency, just a little progress every day. Because small daily actions can completely change your future. Imagine a person who saves $1 every day. $1 seems small, almost meaningless. But after 1 year, it becomes something much bigger. Learning English works the same way. 1 word today, 1 sentence tomorrow, 1 lesson the next day. And slowly, everything starts adding up. So let us create a simple daily routine. The first step is listening. Listening is one of the most powerful ways to improve your English. Why? Because language enters your mind through your ears before it comes out of your mouth. Think about how children learn their first language. They listen first, then they speak. Not the other way around. That is why listening is so important. Spend at least 10 minutes every day listening to English. Listen to stories. Listen to podcasts. Listen to simple English videos. Do not worry if you do not understand everything. Understanding every word is not the goal. The goal is to train your ears. The goal is to become familiar with the language. Remember this. You do not need to understand 100%. Even native speakers do not always understand 100%. Just keep listening. Your brain is learning more than you realize. The second step is reading. Reading helps you discover new words, new sentence patterns, and new ideas. Start with simple English. Do not choose books that are too difficult. Choose something that you enjoy. Because when you enjoy reading, you will continue reading. And when you continue reading, you continue improving. Read for 10 minutes every day. Even 1 page is enough. 1 page every day is much better than 50 pages once a month. The third step is vocabulary. Many learners try to memorize hundreds of words. Then they forget most of them. Do not make that mistake. Instead, learn a few words every day. 5 words are enough, just 5. But learn them well, understand their meaning, read example sentences. Try to use them in your own sentences. Because a word becomes powerful only when you use it. Knowledge without practice disappears quickly. The fourth step is speaking. This is where many people become afraid. They think, my pronunciation is bad. My grammar is not perfect. People will laugh at me. But remember something important. You do not become good at speaking by staying silent. You become good at speaking by speaking, even if you make mistakes, even if you feel nervous, even if your sentences are simple. Speak anyway. Speak to yourself if necessary. Describe your day. Talk about your goals. Talk about what you learn. The more you speak, the more natural English will become. Confidence is built through action, not through waiting. Now let me tell you something that changed the lives of many learners. Stop comparing yourself to others. This is one of the biggest mistakes people make. They watch someone speaking fluent English. Then they feel discouraged. They think, I will never be that good. But they forget something important. They are comparing their beginning to someone else's middle or someone else's end. That is unfair. The only person you need to compare yourself with is the person you were yesterday. If you know one more word today than yesterday, you are improving. If you understand one more sentence today than yesterday, you are improving. If you speak with a little more confidence today than yesterday, you are improving. And improvement is what matters, not perfection. Another important thing is patience. Many people quit because progress feels slow, but slow progress is still progress. Imagine a plane traveling across the ocean. For hours, it seems like nothing changes, but every minute, it moves closer to its destination. Learning English is the same. Every lesson matters. Every practice session matters. Every word matters, even when the results are invisible. Trust the process. Key. Moving forward. One day, you will surprise yourself. You will understand things that once seemed impossible. You will speak sentences that once felt difficult. You will have conversations that once felt frightening, and you will realize something incredible. You were improving all along. The secret was never talent. The secret was consistency. So here is your challenge. Starting today, listen to English for 10 minutes. Read English for 10 minutes. Learn 5 new words. Speak English for 5 minutes. Do it tomorrow. Do it the next day. Do it for 1 month. Then do it for 3 months. Then do it for 1 year. And watch what happens. Because the person who learns a little every day will always defeat the person who only learns when they feel motivated. Success belongs to those who keep showing up, day after day, word after word, sentence after sentence, and that is how real English learning happens. Not in one day, not in 1 week, but through daily action, through patience, through consistency, and through the decision to never give up. The future is waiting for you. Before this video ends, I want you to stop for a moment, take a deep breath, and think about your future. Not tomorrow, not next week, But 1 year from now, imagine yourself exactly 1 year in the future. Picture your life. Picture your habits. Picture your skills. Picture your confidence. And now ask yourself one question. What will happen if you continue learning English every day? Think about it. 1 year from now, you may be able to understand English videos without subtitles. You may be able to speak with confidence. You may be able to pass an interview. You may be able to get a better job. You may be able to communicate with people from around the world. You may be able to learn skills that once felt impossible. And all of it can begin with one simple decision. The decision to start today. Most people underestimate what they can achieve in 1 year, but they overestimate what they can achieve in 1 day. They want instant results, instant success, instant confidence. But life does not work that way. Great things take time. A tree does not grow in 1 day. A building is not built in 1 day. A successful person is not created in 1 day. And fluency in English does not happen in 1 day either. Everything valuable takes time. Everything valuable requires patience. And everything valuable requires effort. But there is something beautiful about effort. Effort is never wasted. Every page you read matters. Every word you learn matters. Every minute you practice matters, even when you cannot see the results. Even when progress feels slow, even when you feel frustrated. Something is happening. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming better. You are becoming the person you want to be. Many people spend years waiting for the perfect moment. They say, I will start next month. I will start when I have more time. I will start when life becomes easier. But life is always busy. There will always be distractions. There will always be excuses. If you wait for the perfect moment, you may wait forever. The truth is simple. The perfect moment does not exist. The best moment to start is now, right now, today. Because every day you delay learning English, you delay your future, you delay your opportunities, you delay your growth, and life moves forward, whether you are ready or not. That is why successful people take action. Not because they feel ready, but because they understand that action creates progress. Imagine 2 people standing at the starting line. One person keeps thinking, keeps planning, keeps waiting. The other person takes the first step. Who will reach the destination first? The answer is obvious. The person who starts moving, and that is exactly what you must do. Start moving, start learning, start practicing. Do not worry about being perfect. Do not worry about making mistakes. Do not worry about what other people think. Just focus on improving. 1 day at a time, 1 lesson at a time, 1 word at a time. Remember this. Every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. Every confident speaker once felt nervous. Every successful learner once struggled. The difference is that they continued. When things became difficult, they continued. When progress felt slow, they continued. When others gave up, they continued. And eventually their hard work paid off. Yours can too. Never underestimate the power of daily effort. A small action repeated every day can completely transform your life. 5 words a day. 10 minutes of listening, a few minutes of speaking. Oh, it may not seem like much today, but over time, it becomes something powerful. It becomes confidence. It becomes knowledge. It becomes opportunity. And eventually, it becomes success. So make a promise to yourself today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Promise yourself that you will learn English every day, even if it is only for a few minutes, even if you are tired, even if progress feels slow. Keep going because your future self is watching, and 1 year from now you will either be grateful that you started today or you will wish that you had. The choice is yours. Choose growth. Choose consistency. Choose action. And most importantly, never give up. Thank you for watching. Keep learning. Keep improving. Keep believing in yourself. And remember, your English journey starts today. See you in the next video.